Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Okay, so we jumped into our first match with a bit of a interesting deck. We've got a kind of an aggro-y let's go next. And we kind of had an aggro-y deck, not gonna lie. It's not going well so far. That's fine. If I get rid of this, if it had counters, you can put it on a target creature, but he doesn't have a target creature to put on. So it saves those two counters from sort of flowing through the entire system, which I think is good. When it enters the battlefield, a target creature can't block. That's great, except there's no target creature to do that to. So I'd rather probably do something like this. Now those 2/1 counters are done. That's okay. We can remove that with this. Damage down. See what comes up next. Okay, that's solid. So, I think we would just do this. Use the haste, jump in there and attack. Get our damage in ASAP. He's going to throw a creature to try to block. He's going to get a shrine out of that. We're going to use our unstoppable ogre to make our Asari captain a better attacker. We could attack for 5, or I could attack for 5 this way and leave a blocker behind. So it just makes a lot more sense to do it that way. Here comes a shrine. That was expected. Right. Good on ya. Okay. So, I think we keep the pressure on them. Don't mind doing some trading here. And we're forcing this to happen. Like, he's gonna lose 2. And we'll lose 2. Or he'll go down to 2, which we feel much, much better about. I think we're okay with that. Like I said, we're okay with that. Because if we do... we just do this, and we're going to say no attacks. He'll get bigger, that's okay. I think the next attack is pretty devastating. Okay, so we just if I do this and stick it onto the ogre, he'll be at a 5/2, and he'll most likely be what gets killed there. If I just attack with only the ogre, I can tap the Ghost Shintai Boundless Vigor and keep him alive. And I think that that's the better answer. Of course, anything bigger. But if he ever attacks with it, we're okay. That's not going to make it. I think that's game, right? Yeehaw. Okay. 1-0. I like our deck. It has a lot of ways to stay aggressive in the early game and just not let this kind of saga stuff develop. But a couple of removal spells changes everything. Like, oof. We'll take 1-0. Keep going. Game number 2. You can bluff not having a spell by quickly passing. This is true. Holding shift and pressing enter allows you to pass priority for the rest of the turn. 3 mana, Kodai, Scrapyard, Ninja, and a deal. I do not like this hand. I don't think I have a choice. I don't think I get remarkably better by grabbing a 2 count. You know what I mean? Oh good, we're gone up a notch, big time. At least they are extremely aggressive. They're 1 drop that attacks. Try to gain 2. Probably taking a little bit of damage here. We are moving down the line with nothing but land so far. Well, is that really a Fable of a Mirror Breaker? Great googly mooglies. Okay, you're a better blocker for Fable, and if I put you out now, my Kodai is going to look a lot stronger. 2/2 first strike. Get the treasure token. Simian Sling can go in there and kind of ping some damage. I can use a Kunai's. Yeah, we're gonna have to. Game over, huh? Nice. Game over. The theory here would be we can do this. Get rid of that. That was fast. Double Machikos with nothing but a Simian Sling and a Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Oof, 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 oof. We kept the wrong hand. We went up against the most aggressive Saga hand I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't know. He pulled some serious cards there. We have a 2-drop, a 3-drop, and a 4. We have something to do. It's just a way to use the mana. If it gets taken out. Moth Rider comes in for 1. That's okay. Yeah, I think so. You don't. It doesn't matter. Did it seriously use the wrong one? It really did use the wrong mana. Are you serious? Okay. Why would it do that? That is super frustrating. Tap. Probably. One, two, three. It's attack for 7. Otherwise, it's an attack for 9. But I trade out the Goru Goru. I could just do the one. If he wants to do the trade, he can do the trade. He chooses not to. Let's just do this, right? We'll get rid of that. So he can't block. Everybody else can. We'll go next. This would give haste to the Unstoppable Ogre, but it would trade off with the Moth Rider. That's not great. Is it, though? It's not bad. I think we do it. Okay. He left earlier than I expected him to. It's certainly a good attack. 2 and 1. Moving on. Time says 8. We're at the bottom of gold. It was kind of weird that we got set up with like a platinum player, but you can see the difference between the two. A 1-drop without the mana for it. I have to keep it. I am not happy about it, though. Two-drop, 3-drop. I have a lot of 3-drops. Fortunately. Everybody. Cancel. Twin-shot sniper to get rid of that? Sure. We don't need to set up whatever big is coming. There's a lot of cards that work in our favor. That's one of them. Let's see what the burn spell is on it. Okay, so any white mana, any red creature. That's fine. It's kind of a strange thing because you lose the value, right? I just don't want to deal with it. It's too expensive, like, it's too much. attack them. White mana is like almost necessary. Oh my god. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're a quarter of the way through the cards, and something that is a quarter of our cards hasn't shown up. The chances of that happening are pretty slim. You can't do it. You don't have the mana. Oh, white mana. Alright, I can trade off Goro Goro to block the Ogre. Next. Next. I don't need to give it haste. Next. 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 Just do your little spell thing, you slow son of a gun. Yeah. You should. No fucking way. Like. Alright. Next. Attack. Come on. I probably shouldn't swear. Just frustrating loss here. Staring at cards, taking turns off, not being able to cast things when they are effective. Watching him remove creatures on our side of things while we just sit here and do nothing. Like, all of this is very, very frustrating. We have no defense. He's going to swing right now. He should swing for 8. He's unabated, and they can't even block it. Like, I should just quit at this point. There's just no answer to this. Dude, that was really, really bad. Just can't, I mean, we mulliganed and we still couldn't draw a white land on 20 card draws. It took our 21st card draw between the first 7 and the next 13 before we got one card that, just to point this out, is over 20% of our deck. like we have 40 cards and 8 of them are here. So 1 out of 5 should have been there. We did that almost 5 times in a row without getting one. Like, God. Magic! You're not very magical. You know? You're just not very magical. Okay, game 5. We are threatening losing on a deck that I felt like was by far the strongest deck that I had built so far in the draft. And not surprisingly, one of the mana locks, one was mana lock and the other one was we couldn't get a 2-drop. We had to mulligan both of those hands. So mulligan equals death. Like, that is what I've found so far. That means we can't mulligan, right? Like, there's just not, it's not possible to survive a mulligan. So we just have to say king 100% of the time. Oh, good. We're, oh, that's a silver actually. That's not the diamond. On the positive side of things, we're so far on time. We won't be in just 2 seconds here. hesitate it just to make sure. The Azari captains are excellent. Drawing that out is really good. Catch the attack here. We still don't have the captain yet, so we can do this and allow this to attack. And then on the next attack, we can throw the Azari. No block. Even if he throws a creature in here, we can double attack. We're just going to attack with him. Because it keeps the defense up. We don't know what's coming our way next. Well, we kind of know what's coming our way next. No. That's it. Whew! We got to 3. That's what I'm saying about being on time. Like, not even so much the early part of the curve as just keeping the pressure on them as we go. So important in this deal. So we got to 3, which is essentially like we did good. I have no problem spending 450 mana to get, or 450 gems on these quick drafts because of the fact that like we're getting 1 rare, 2 rares, 3 rares, 4 rares, 5 rares. Maybe not 5 rares on this one. I thought I got 5 rares, but I could be wrong. We're also picking up a lot of cards that we didn't have before. And some of these rares are obviously not the best rares in the world, but they're okay. So we picked up 4 rares in the draft, and that's coupled with the 5th rare that's going to come from the pack is pretty good. You know, we've pulled Bank Busters out of this. We've pulled... haven't pulled a Liliana yet, which is a shame. That's one of the things I thought I was going to get my hands on. Kaito I wanted to get my hands on. There's a few. So again, we're not allowed... I'm going to say next, because I want to put the +1 on the ogre. Good. I might not want to put the +1 on the ogre and instead put it on the subduer. I feel like it's got a better long-term answer. Yeah, we have to do this. I mean, it's just a 4/3 that taps when it attacks is worth too much. I'm thinking... Yeah, I'm thinking we carry flame. It's already too late. I think we just unstoppable ogre. Okay. This is very, very interesting because if I throw my ogre forward now and tap, I don't mind it actually. Yeah. I think I will do this right here. I don't think that's going to do me any good. I think I might have messed up here. We're just going to do that. I should have done it on the other one. My mistake. You'd be at 8. Yeah, it's fine. No problem with that. So I'll take 7. I will toss up this guy into the air. I will go next and attack. That's fine. Go next. And so he's got to be thinking, like, what am I going to do in the next turn to not die? So I'm thinking there's got to be a spell or something along those lines. Resolve. 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 Pass the blockers. Take the block. Pass the damage. And we call it game. Oh yeah. I thought this deck was good. Dude, 4 wins is great. Like, over the top. Panicking bystander. So here we are, 4. That means total cost was not too bad. I want to continue. Love to win one more. I think we get the extra pack and we get the 2 wins. Big game. Big game here. Alright. Again, we're just not allowed to mulligan, but I wouldn't mulligan this hand if I could. We're doing this as the 1 drop. We're doing this as the 2. We're doing this as the 3. Okay. I like that because I can double spell. So, if I put the katana out, I just swing the damage and then I take the crack back on the circuit mender. But if I put this out, it becomes quite a bit of a threat. Got a lot of healing. Okay. I think we're going to put the Blossom Prancer into a tap situation, forcing damage. What do you think? I dig it. I think he said oops to me as if I made a mistake, but it's fine. Like, what I don't understand is... Okay, now I understand. You have a never-ending supply of removal. 1, 2, 3, oof. Oof, oof, oof. Tricky. Now I'm dead. I mean, the theory would be... I think we're dead. I think that hurt so much. I need the board presence and none of this happens that way. I could put the katana on the subduer. And it would turn it into a 5-3, which would help it trade. That's my best answer. Just kidding, not my best answer. If I attack, I take 9 on the crackback. If I don't, I just sit here and lose, like... It doesn't matter, it's fine. Autoplay, stick it on. It's fine. We're just trying to use our mana, but we're gonna die. Well, good on him for having the trick. Like I said, good on him for having the trick. Actually didn't change that much, believe it or not. Double block. Best I got. How I wish I had one more, but I don't. So, nothing I can do about that. He played the game very well. That trick definitely was the swing. I don't like the oops comment, like, oops, I have a trick that you didn't know about. It's just, that's just shitty. So pardon my French. Okay, let's see what we get for the pack. And like I said before, pretty worth it when you can get to 4 or 5 wins, right? Like, pretty worth it. Imperial Subduer, we've been picking up. Make it a 3-1 instead of a 3-2 in Alchemy, but make it a 2 mana instead of a 3 mana creature. Kind of cool. An enchantment. Modified creatures you control have haste. Remove a +1 from it and put it on a target creature you control. So you're handing out 4 +1s. That's pretty awesome. And a March of Reckless Joy. I have never seen this card in my life, which means it's probably not the greatest, but as an additional cost to cast this spell, you can exile any number of red cards from your hand. The spell costs 2 less to cast for each card exiled that way. You get to exile the top X cards of your library, and you may play 2 of those cards until the end of turn. It's a card draw. I don't know. There's nothing good about that. You're going to spend mana to hopefully draw something that you can spend mana on. And it's just... So quality of rares wise, I didn't do great in that. But quality of samurai has gotten much, much better. So I'm going to delete that. It's very aggro-y, kind of fun. It is what it is. Oh, today's deals have cool card sleeves on them. Ajane. Holy cow. No wonder that's not still around. That's crazy. Okay, look at all these Johnnies. I've never played with a single one. Still, telling it seems like he's a busted card. Specifically, that alchemy version of his deal. Yeah, I was gonna type in a Johnny just to see if there's an alchemy card lurking. Nope. Yep. Alright. Things that we got. Actually have different artwork for this. No. Why would I craft it to do? No. This is the white and red samurais, and I think that the subduer is really good. I think that this is not that good. This one's really good. And it's the same card that I just said was really good. These guys are really good. So if you wanted to make a samurai deck, I think what you'd do is you'd look at this. Oh, that's the alchemy version. Definitely like this. I totally dig that, but you need black. Weirdly. Weird. I don't like that card. I do like this card. Whenever a samurai attacks alone, untap it. If it's the first combat phase, there's an additional combat phase. Dang. Oh, you're a 3 mana versus a 5 mana version. Huh. They've done what they could to try to make the samurai exist. This is good. You do have warriors out there too, which is the other aspect of this that I feel like gets missing. Like, here's a bird warrior for 5. You gain 2 life for each creature you control with flying. Kind of replaces itself with a piece of equipment. A lot of warriors in here. Very good, very good. Pretty good. Would you dare try a 3-color warrior deck? She's a warrior. Ooh. Ooh. Do you even need a 3-color? What would be better? He's a warrior. He's hasty. He's little. A menacing devil warrior. Kind of cool. kind of fun. Oh, look at you, you hasty warriors. I just don't think that card is very good. I think this card is way better. Okay, let's try a different samurai deck, okay? We're going to start with warrior, since most of the samurai cards say the word warrior on them. Cards that I really like in standard are these. This is a warrior that has a kicker. When it enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, it deals X damage to any target, where X is the number of attacking creatures. Kind of goes opposite of what we're trying to accomplish here. But this thing is a spirit warrior with double strike. Enchanted creature has double strike, so if you can disturb it, you can hand off the spirit warrior off. That's pretty good. Okay, we'll deal with mana questions later. Okay, we're going to add in those three because they're all pretty solid warriors. We're also going to look at some speedy stuff. I don't think that's worth it. It's more of a madness enabling kind of thing. It's possible. It's possible. These are good too. You know. And so 5 mana for 2 4/3s, and you have to sacrifice something with power 2 or greater. Yeah. Cacophony scamps are just pretty good in general. We'll get off the low end of the scale here in just a sec. Treasure, Facebreaker, Jaxis, Copier. Make it really good for the sacrifice piece. Right? Any creature with power 2 or greater you can sack. That's pretty solid. Currently at 61. But we're very solidly in 3 colors. And we didn't get the Chimney Rabbles, which may not be great, but they may be good. I don't know. I'm having a hard time with them. When it attacks, you create a tapped and attacking 1/1 red token that deals additional 1 damage when it goes away. I feel like that's really good too. Aren't you a warrior? Look at you. And then we can come up here to the top of the warrior. So in the red-black side of things, we could do the Devil Warrior, which whenever you sacrifice another creature, you get to put a +1 on the body dropper. That would help during the Maestros, right? But there's not much else on the sacrifice side of things. So, more of a domainer, but we will have 3 colors. Cinder Ravager does some pretty incredible stuff. This is also a very important part of the deck. Hmm. We're essentially red and white using treasures to cast Mr. Orfeo. Other red and white creatures, 3/3 for 4. Oh, yeah, yeah, that makes more sense. There's another card I'm missing that I can't seem to find. The green and white rare card that I picked up. Maybe it doesn't have anything about Christina Teatley. Checking it out. Things we're missing, right? We've got way too many 1 counts and we have no removal spells. I do think that we take 2 of these and remove 2 of these. All 3 of these. Let's just get rid of all that stuff. Let's look for, this is good. I don't think it's actually that good. I mean, it's kind of cool to have an indestructible counter on a hasty samurai, but selfless samurai throws out lifelink, and that's way more powerful than some of the other stuff we've got going on here. I could get some more removal. Okay, we don't need a bunch of these. Or these. These do stack, though. We do want those. And those are really good. Attack enablers. So let's do that. And then we'll do... Lay down arms is not a good answer. I mean, it is a 1 mana removal spell. Burning Slash, if you control both an enchantment and an artifact, which... There's an artifact. I ain't got no enchantments. So that ain't gonna work. So I think we just go with like ossification, right? Hit the planeswalkers, stick them on lands, hard to get rid of. I think we're at number 6. Doing everything we can to try to gain the ability to play the samurais. And I'm not gonna lie, I have definitely had mana trouble because of this. But 20 lands. 24 lands. Even Stevens. 13 and 14. And the whites are down near the bottom, so we could probably come down here and come up here. Done. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I gotta call it. Alright, we'll try it once. And then we'll call it a stream, because we got work to do. Samurai try. Okay. We don't have any red, but that's part of the thing is we're trying. Good news, no red. Next. Need a red now. We're off. It's sort of. Call it count. Menace. Okay. Is that 3 in a row? We could do a Jaxus, create a copy of a card. He's definitely into the card draw situation. I'm expecting a Fairy Band next. To Fairy. Green coloring is a little strange. Right? Once you show me the Venerated Rot Priest, I gotta start putting damage down first. Neither of these are too scary. Wandering Emperor can sit back. All we would be doing is getting a Sorry Captain kind of upgraded here. No, see that. What do you think? Put her in for the Blitz? She's a warrior. One, two, three, four, five, six. 4, I can do a Blitz with Jaxus. Why would I do the Blitz with Jaxus? To make her into a missile. And draw a card. I think I just wait. I don't think she gains anything. If I do this, I just get the +1, so I'll just do this. Unfortunately, my treasure didn't turn into what I wanted it to. I did that because I didn't like the idea of him putting so much toxic so fast onto me. Yeah, I think I'll trade it. I mean, we've got to prevent the toxic at some point.